have to ask a lawyer about that. I didn't put that on that website. I know that I can't get a difference. You'll have to ask a lawyer.
The NDP leader said to demonstrate political parties cannot be trusted to police themselves when it comes to donations. Opposition leader Tim Hudak says he needs clarification and the minister needs to give a very straight answer on this issue. 23-year-old Burlington woman who faced cancer has entered her guilty plea as expected. She fessed up to a charge of fraud over $5,000. Carol defrauded one woman out of close to $7,400 collected during a fundraiser at a bar. Sentencing and 5 other charges of fraud under $5,000 will be dealt with during a hearing that's now set for January. A 2-month online investigation was the original document. The LPD searched the home and activity, seizing computers and other equipment. Police also arrested a 38-year-old man and charged him with 4 counts of luring a child under the age of 15 years. Bail hearing is set for tomorrow now. Prevention police are looking for anyone who may have come in contact with this guy online. He uses the screen name Victor. Isabel, he's a cop's call. For more news, go to our website, newstalk1010.com. Weather network forecast, a clear sky overnight, dropping down to 0. Tomorrow, partly cloudy to start the day, then more clouds move in, maybe a shower by the evening, high of 10. Scattered showers on Thursday, a high of 9. Right now, it's 7 degrees at Young and St. Clair. I'm David McKee. You're caught up with what's happening. Your next update at 4:30 on In-Depth Radio. News Talk 1010.
Rising commodity prices failed to give the Toronto market much of a boost today. The TSX finished the session flat, weighed down by losses in its consumer staples and consumer discretionary sectors. The Dow ended up about 60 points, with investors moving into riskier assets following a steep drop in the U.S. dollar. That does put the blue chip index near its highest point for the year. The dollar ended the day up about 0.6 cents, just over 99 cents U.S. The average price for gas in the GTA is $6.3 a liter. I'm Don Kelly, and this is your Money Watch on News Talk 1010.
And down to the real issue, including us having to say on radio, News Talk 1010.
Don't you wish everything you did had double the results? You can earn double extra points for participating in the application. And at EchoExtra.com, you can earn even more points, and it's the only chance to win 500,000 Echo Extra points. With that many points, you can get free gas for a year. For full details, visit EchoExtra.com.
Introducing the incredible new Ultra ADX theater from Cinema. It has the biggest screen in the day. Impressive sound. Ultimate comfort with a large rider share that reserves seat action.
There are really a lot of subjects they're trying to cover in school today. Probably too many. I'm not looking to add to that list, but I do have a bias in favor of adding more things to the curriculum, which actually help people cope with real life. And maybe there's less on what I'll call the technical side. Now, I know there are lots out there who will argue that kids coming out of school can't read or write now. And if you take another minute away from the basics like reading and writing, that situation will get worse. I'm actually so much sympathetic to that because you see a lot of young people, including those, by the way, who've gone through college or university, and say, could you draft up a letter, or could you just send an email and you see the number of grammatical and other kinds of mistakes, you do get a bit horrified that these people have made it through school. Now, to me, the answer to all that would be to do both. I would add subjects that I think require more attention, and I'll come to those in a minute, and keep the attention on the basics. And how would I resolve that, or solve it, or deal with it? By adding 20 minutes a day to the classroom day. So I realize this is going to be received like a bad smell by the teachers union, though I expect maybe not by teachers themselves. So, in addition to maintaining time on the basics, what would I devote time to? Parenting would be number one. I just believe there's far too little time spent talking about parenting and some of the challenges of being parents and teaching people responsible parenting. I don't think it is necessarily fair to expect that's going to be done in the home, because by the time you get to really focusing on issues of parenting, you're probably about to leave home, you're probably in that kind of teenage year where the only place you might sit still for 10 minutes is the school. I don't know. Basic financial literacy. How to balance a checkbook, how to